runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. Result is a first down.
Again, it's Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go, here we go. Crack all 80.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And a first down.
Henry up the middle. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Early down stuff will put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They work now on second and 9. Off the play fake. Calhoun. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th.
The field goal is good.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Look at the juke. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. And you see the numbers for Irving in last week's ball game. 20 carries, 84 yards.
We all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When the running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Gone. Open man right side is caught complete. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his second drop right here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the first quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. Now gone. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. His career already storied, just keeps getting better. That last carry, CD, he hit 14,000 career rushing yards.
Think about the accumulation of this yardage like you're going upstairs. Now he's at the doorstep of the top 5 all-time in NFL history in rushing yards.
Unbelievable. First down, here's Mitchell. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Inside handoff. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They run over center with Mitchell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Back to throw. Calhoun. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Alec Pierce. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce.
Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Goff now looking to throw. Lots of screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Goff. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Here's Braden Mann now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. As we transition into the second half of the season, you can see he's the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll let this go for the end zone. That is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Trying the right side with Mitchell. Oh, good move. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
21 more yards. That's another first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Henry is into the end zone. Touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 30-yard line.
To throw is gone. That's over the middle and caught by Aiyuk. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. Loose inside the 30, inside the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Bucky Irving, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. And it's 17-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. A run up the middle with Irvin. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. A shotgun snap for Goff. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Irving going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now it's gone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jake Ferguson as the first half is winding down. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now back out comes the offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. It's caught inside the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Oh, my. You know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Calhoun. And, that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hanson with our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godwin and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. He is the NFL's leader in rushing yards to this point in the season. And if he can replicate or even surpass the production that he had over the first half of the year, he's going to have a good chance to take home the title. Second half begins with a carry by Mitchell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Second and 10.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
This is taken at the 18. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game. And trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Ayuk goes in motion. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run here with Irving. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all their friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. On the handoff, Mitchell. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They run wide side with Henry. A little juke. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
116 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
A gain of 15. Results in a first down.
A give here to Mitchell.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a handoff to Henry. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Operating from the gun. Calhoun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll go as a 16-yard gain as they pick up the first.
A gain of 16 yards.
Off play action. Calhoun. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Boswell's kick is good. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark. He's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. There's Goff. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Goff.
He's got Ayuk once again.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And his kick here is good. And that'll move him back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance. On the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A first down carry for Henry. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. Results in a first down.
Henry up the middle. Shoves him aside. He's still on his feet. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run it again with Henry. Oh, that's what an effort. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 22 on the season. As his guys are able to extend their lead. You can talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on that defensive side of the ball.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Goff now to throw. Yeah, quick throw here. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Goff now looks to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Goff. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again is Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Here's Goff. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked by Julian Love. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
A gain of 15.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 137 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 9. The toss right to Henry. Gets by him at the 25. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now back. Up in the red zone, another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Inside handoff, Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Our home team, 17. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Good footwork at the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got into the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Goff.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
He's a gain of 16 yards. That's good.
From the 50, it's Goff.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
To the air again. Goff. He'll get this one to cut complete.
3rd down and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Goff. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
10 at the 37-yard line.
And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Goff looking to change the play. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
180!
Again, Goff. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Ready.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our